So today on JD Cars, we're doing more work on the BMW X3 over here that I picked up off Marketplace for 500 bucks. We're gonna be installing a Kurt Class 3 tow hitch on the car because I do like to do some towing. Jeep can do a fair amount of towing, but the suspension setup isn't exactly ideal for it. And with the top off, it's not really great for long distances. So we're gonna be putting a trailer hitch on the X3 here. Let's pull it in the garage, get it up on the lift, and get working. Alright, so we've got the car up on the lift, and I do want to say you by no means need a lift to perform this installation. I'm just going to be using one to better illustrate the steps here. This process is just as easily done on the ground as up in the air, but we're going to start off by removing our rear bumper here. So we're going to need to pull back the wheel wells by removing a couple 8mm fasteners, one down at the bottom of the wheel well, one right here in the middle, and then we can peel this back to access the bumper fasteners. So removing those will allow us to peel this back. You can tuck it behind the tire, just hold it out of the way. And then we've got two more 8mm fasteners right here. And up top, in this top corner of the bumper, right up here, you're gonna find a T25 fastener. I'll try to get you an angle of it. Oh, there it is, right there at the tip of my finger. So you'll need a T25 torque socket to remove that. After repeating the same steps over on the passenger side, we come under the rear of the car where you'll find a couple more 8mm fasteners like this one. I believe there's one back here and this one over here as well. So we'll remove those and then we'll have two more up top. Next we'll open the trunk here and we've got two more fasteners, one under this piece of trim and one under this piece. You can reach in here with your fingers and just pull this plastic trim piece out, and that will reveal another T25 fastener right up top here. We'll remove both of these and then we can pull the bumper off the car. From the factory, you're not going to have a tow bar, of course, no tow hitch on the car, unless you opted for that option. From the factory, you'll have a crash bar right here, which is going to protect the rear of your vehicle in the event of a crash. But we're going to be replacing this today with our tow bar. So we're going to be removing four 18mm nuts, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to remove the crash bar, retain those stock fasteners. We'll replace the crash bar with our tow bar and bolt it on to factory specs, which I believe is 79 foot-pounds. So really as easy as that to install our new Kurt Class 3 tow hitch on the BMW X3 here. They were nice enough to include new hardware, so we don't have to install that old corroded hardware. I did lubricate it a little bit should we want to take the hitch off at some point, but yeah, super easy install. We do have some instructions on trimming the rear bumper, 2004 and 2005 trim there. 2006 and newer trim in the center. I decided to use an angle grinder here just to cut out my tow hitch area. Works pretty well, as you can see. I'm happy with it. So at this point the bumper's ready to go back on, but before we reinstall it, I want to take care of the trailer wiring. While we have the bumper off, it'll make things easier for routing wires. So let me show you what I have planned for that. So for trailer wiring, I went with the Hopkins converter kit. Really basic. I mean, it's just like all the others. We've got our main unit here and our leads. I'll show you what they're all for. So here it is with the wires laid out. Here's our wiring key. So our white wire is ground. Our brown wire is the park/taillight. The yellow wire is our left turn signal, red wire is our brake light, green wire is our right turn signal, and red wire goes to the battery positive. So being a BMW, our battery is right in the trunk here, which makes things really easy. I'm gonna clear everything off here so I can remove this door, and we'll also remove these two side panels. So under the main trunk panel is our battery here. Over to the left, we have our taillight wiring right here. This is the taillight wiring harness. You can disconnect it to more easily access these cables. You can do the same over on the passenger side here. So I've already written down what all the colors are. Our taillight wire on the car is purple. Our left turn signal is blue with a green tracer. Our brake light is black with a green tracer. And our right turn signal is blue with a brown tracer. So that means we're gonna take our brown taillight wire right here and we're gonna tap it into the purple wire right here. We're gonna do so using the included wire taps. So as you can see from this end, oh wow, they've got dielectric in there, that's nice. But basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna stick one wire through this and one wire into it. Only one wire can go through, the other will be stopped by this wall. So we're gonna put it over the purple wire on the left side and we'll insert our new brown wire on the right side. And then we'll clamp this metal part down with a pair of pliers. And this is what it should look like when you're done. So I'm gonna do the rest with the remaining wires here. We've just done our tail light, so now we just have to do our turn signals and brake light. Our left turn signal will go to the blue and green, and our left turn is the yellow wire on here. So I'm gonna take my yellow wire from here, splice it into the blue and green wire right here. So pretty easy. I'll leave you guys with these materials here. Pause if you want to. And these materials here. I'll check in with you when I have all my wires run. Alright, so we're all done wiring. Here's what this taillight connector looks like. We have our 3 quick taps installed. We have 1 quick tap over on the passenger side. Again, that's going to the blue and brown wire. I've grounded the unit to this ground right here on the body of the vehicle. And then when I was running our green wire across for the passenger side here, I also ran our main thick power wire through here, routed it through the trunk over to our 13mm nut right here. I removed that, installed our little inline fuse, which I've hidden away down here, and yeah, that's the setup. Then I neatened everything up with zip ties. I have the control box zip tied to the wiring harness there, and I ran our main connector out to the tow hitch through the vacuum line grommet right here. Now, because of the size of this, I couldn't just poke a hole in the rubber grommet and slip it through. It just simply wouldn't fit. If I wanted to do that, I would have to chop these wires and then reconnect them inside the vehicle. Didn't really want to do that, so I just slipped it on the outside of the grommet. I couldn't see any light through the seal, but I did apply some adhesive just to make sure it's a nice tight seal. And I've run our wire out to the tow bar here. As you can see, I have it wrapped around, so if I ever need any additional length, I can just reach under there, unwind it from the tow bar, and that should give me more length. But for now, I'm just gonna let it hang there. I'm gonna toss the trunk panels back into the trunk, and we'll get our rear bumper installed. And just like that, folks, we now have a trailer hitch installed on our BMW X3 E83. Really not a very difficult install at all. I banged this out right now this morning. Probably took me 2.5, 3 hours while filming all the instructions. So I'm sure you can bang this out in under 3 hours easily at home with minimal hand tools. Really not too difficult to install. And I'm now able to tow and haul my bike on the back of the X3 here, which is sick. So really hyped to have that functionality of having tow hitch on the X3 now. Should be fun hauling stuff around with it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you found it helpful, please go leave a like down below. Subscribe for more BMW content. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time on JD Cars.